Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! Hey, welcome in everybody to the Todd Fox Postgame Show here on Halos in the Infield. If you can't see me here on Instagram, well then pop on over to YouTube and you can see all three of us here because we're not cut off because the aspects suck on Instagram. So with that being said, check it out. It's Halos in the Infield here with Randy and James. And we're first, before we get into business, I did not queue up because it's so late, but we deserve a song, and we're going to sing it for you a cappella style. I'm putting these boys on blast right away. After we do 714 tickets, 714 tickets. If you want to go today, you got to buy right now or tonight or whatever it is. I did it backwards. I'm still shit-faced. The Angels made me do this. Anyway, 714 tickets is the place to be. We've had several people come up to us and say, hey, man, I saved $10. I saved $15. I saved $30 because they put in the promo code HITI, H-I-T-I, in the at checkout. They got 10% off, plus they got 5% towards a future purchase, and they got into a running for a free jersey courtesy of us here and also 714 tickets. So with the business out of the way, I got to say, fuck! And then I have to say, well, the song, we need to sing it. Why don't you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down.
Let me down.
Mess me around, and then worst of all, you never come, baby, when you say you will.
Say you will.
Da 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 da. I forgot the rest of the lyrics.
I need you more than anyone.
Fucking Herget!
My voice.
Dude,
Three-run shot, dude.
And Bichette, man, Dante Bichette's son. He came out of his wang, grew up, and became Bichette 2.0, and hit a 3-run blast off Jimmy Herget in a game that Sandy, much like Ohtani suffered in that first game, a game he should have won. Yeah. Sandoval, man, I mean, look, he gave up 2 blasts that were nice catches by Ward, your boy, who's going to be a future All-Star, and Trout in center field. But, come on, man. The team played good enough to win this one, and it just sucks because Herget's a good guy. Analysis on this one?
Yeah, he left the curveball, it looked like, in the wrong rotation. I mean, location, and it went in rotation over the fence. Yeah, that was tough to see. I mean, that was a killer. I mean, sure, the Angels had their chances. They left Ohtani on third after he got the double. And we were hoping that, hey, Drury would have a chance, but the jury's still out on Drury. As I look at the stats, Lamb didn't do well at that point.
Mike Lamb, by the way.
Mike Lamb. And you know what was good? I called a couple of things during the game. I never toot my horn at all. Honk, you know.
Well, I honk it. You can toot it right now.
I never.
You can toot it. It's right there.
I will never. I will let him do that.
It's limp. It needs some Viagra.
Like the freaking Angels tonight.
There you go.
So 2 things I don't want to toot my horn, but it was about David Fletcher putting down that bunt, giving the Angels a chance to score on that bunt single. Yeah. I thought that was awesome. Beautiful. That was back in the 4th inning, and that was a key run. But we needed more runs. And then that they pinched hit for Rengifo, but he just, grounded out to the first baseman. But these little things where it just kills you when you can't get the runs in, you leave people on. The Angels, it felt like they left 10 on, but they left 6.
Yeah.
But it felt like more as we were walking out. We were wondering the total. Just Chris Bassett, as you always mention, Todd, like he haunts the Angels. Even though he walked 5, he struck out 5, and he was able to last 6 innings.
Yeah.
Only that home run to Mike Trout, and remember that was the only hit for a while.
Yep.
Until the Fletcher bunt.
We had like 2 hits for most of the game.
Right.
Come in a little.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I keep saying, runners in scoring position. I mean, this team is good enough. I mean, it's like Papa Fox said when we came in tonight. They played really well. It's the runners on base. We're not driving them in. And it's the same thing last year, man. And it's pouring over to this year. And I don't get it, what it is with this fucking team and sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I don't understand why they cannot. I mean, they seem to be able to get them on, but once they get them on, it's like it just dies, dude. It just dies.
Yeah, 3 runs, 3 hits tonight. The Blue Jays had 3 errors. We're going to get into, and by the way, real quick, the awesome moment with Vladimir Guerrero, Mike Trout, and also, Guerrero Jr. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. The very classy right there by all of them. And then the fact that, Guerrero wanted, Trout's autograph?
Yeah.
I thought that was classy. Now let's get to some awards real quick, courtesy of 714 Tickets and Randy, who came up with this one. This is the John Stamos Award. John Stamos is the epitome of perfection, and perfection is the player on the field that had the best night. And let's go to the Stamos Award. By 714 Tickets and Halos in the Infield will be presented to Dante Bichette's sperm that flew out of his wang and became his son that grew up to hit a 3-run homer and ruin another home opener for the Angels. That 3-run homer off of Herget made him the best player of the night. So let's now go to the worst player of the night, presented to you by the worst hitting instructor of all times, Mr. Corporate Nachos himself. His name is
Paul Sereno.
Paul Sereno.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos. All the nachos. All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole.
I was thinking about giving it to my boy Mike Lamb, a.k.a. Jake Lamb, a.k.a. Mike Lamb, whenever I want him to be. But I'm going to give it to Jimmy Herget. Jimmy Herget, I love the guy. I love the glasses. Buddy Holly wannabe. But a 3-run homer, goddammit, on a home opener. Ugh, why can't we win a home opener? Huh?
2021 we did.
It's getting old, though.
Oh, dude, another loss. And again, this isn't a division game, but this is a game where you want to test yourself. And Toronto's going to be there in the end. We all know they are.
Could have wild card implications at the end of the season.
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean this isn't your normal baseball season anymore. People are going to be like, "Oh, it's just one game of 162." No, we've seen the same song and dance too many times where we take games for granted, and now it's on another level because there's not that many division games.
Right.
And you got to win the games when you got them. And so when you blow games and you have buttercup games, those are going to hurt you even more in the long run.
And let's put that in perspective real quick. We play Oakland again in what, a week or so?
Yes.
After that, we don't play them again until September.
Wow.
Yeah, and we don't play Texas till mid-May.
That's insane. Yeah. I mean, it's like Todd said, this isn't a normal baseball season anymore, man.
Thoughts?
I was thinking about the not the Stamos Award, but the Sereno Award, the Nacho Night. Mm-hmm. That's clever, by the way. I would have gave it either to Lamb or Drury. Both could have came up with clutch hits. Instead, they went 0 for 4. The clutch hits were needed back in the 8th, and they both were grounded out or flew it. They flew out. They hit the ball hard, but maybe at daytime it was gone, but not at the nighttime. But it's unfortunate to see. Hopefully they can get out there back tomorrow with Detmers on the mound and do better.
Yeah, Drury's on a slow start. That's
very.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I gotta give credit to Rob, who mentioned in the weekly wrap-up show. By the way, it's great. Listen to that. Every Monday? It's a fantastic show. I listen to it at work when I have so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, the Rob mentioned, Drury's kind of reminded him of Zach Cosart when he was here back in 17 or 18, whenever that was.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded just the start he's having, because we had high expectations for him.
Mm-hmm.
Down in San Diego was really good. Drury, when he needed some clutch hits, he got them. But
Rob really goes into detail.
Yes.
Of as far as showing that when he's not the man in the lineup, he's just not the same player, man.
Yeah, and this goes to show you we're going to need Rendon back. We're going to need Walshy back. That's going to further help the lineup, and until Drury can get it going or guys like that. So Robert checks in with fuck Joe Madden. Madden's this game, it seemed like tonight with more and the other guys. JB says, how was the tailgate? Tailgate was cool, but very small and intimate.
Yeah.
We had quite a few people come by and say hi, so that was cool. And there goes my alarm. Let's see. How does this happen? Eddie says, well,
baseball.
You can't score enough runs, man. We're back to this. Demetrio says, what up, Bloods? What's up, fellas?
What's up, suckers?
Mike Mendoza checking in. Also, Herget sucks. Hashtag Grillmaster.
Oh, boy.
JT says, I've learned that opening day is a waste of my money because we always lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, of course, DFA Herget. Armani's like, Randy.
Ready!
There we go.
DFA Drury, DFA Renfro.
Everyone
Shout
giving
out.
up on the Angels already. Hey, they're 4-3. We have 155 games left to go. I know, but it's just too early for a early loss, and then also
They shouldn't have lost this game.
Yeah,
that's the thing, Matt. They shouldn't have lost. See, I can understand that it's one game here, and we got 155 to go. But when there's games you shouldn't lose, yeah, I mean this is the reaction you're gonna get, because we should have walked away with that dub.
Yeah. And Robert, we got to see your little kid. He's awesome. He said he loves seeing the guys. So
Sorry I missed you, brother.
Yeah, he fell in the toilet at the time. Eddie says, go Halos. There you go. We're going to stay positive like Magic Johnson. Also, my ears. Sorry, we're yelling. See, that's
I think because of the singing.
Yeah, it seemed that there was an invisible wall in the outfield, dropping all the our balls before going over the wall.
Oh yeah, that's that cool Anaheim air, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Marine layer.
Yeah, it's like James was saying, man. It doesn't travel well at night. That air just stops it.
So
dead.
Bichette hit his at the right time.
He did. And Eddie, if you're new to the show, because I think you are, or maybe you're not used to the Grill Master, he DFAs anybody. He'd DFA his mom if he could. So let's see, three balls in a row over 100 exit miles. Well, here's the thing, Mike. As I slaughter your comment, how about that hit though when we stranded Ohtani? I mean, he barely got a piece of that.
Yeah.
And it almost went out.
Yeah, you need 3 more feet to get over that small wall.
Yeah.
Down and right. Yeah, that takes a lot, and to fight that pitch off, to fight it and hit it out when it's coming right at you almost. And he's so good at that.
Okay, here's a question I want to ask you guys. 1-run game. Renfro came up right after Ohtani let off the inning with a double and proceeded to fly out to center field right away. Would you, if you're the manager and you're wearing Nevin's cap, bunt in that situation, even with Renfro up?
Yeah,
Not with Renfro.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get the fucking dude over, man. I'm trying to score.
Because it's a 1-run freaking game,
I'm
dude.
trying to score, dude. I don't care how we get that run.
With Renfro, I want it. Just in case you have to have the power.
Because with Renfro after that, it was my boy Mike Lamb. And Mike hit it. He hit it hard, but again, another lazy fly ball. So you have 2 outs, and then you barely get Ohtani over to third, and then Drury comes up and does nothing. He just pops out to right field. So you had 3 guys. I mean, at least if they moved him somehow with Renfro, whether he hit a ground ball to the right side.
I think at that point, sorry to interrupt. I think at that point I would have replaced him with Renifo.
There you go. Yeah, because if they move the guy over, Lamb's hit scores a game, the game-tying run.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
And who knows what Renifo does in that situation? Rather than shit situation he came up to late in the game.
Yeah, and holy shit, dude. Are you? And I want to ask everybody that's on right now, thoughts on Fletcher? Has he flown the coop? Are we done with him, or you guys still believe in the little Italian stallion that is Fletcher?
I don't. There was signs last year where, as you mentioned, I think on the show, his swing where it's like he's like swatting a spider off a wall or a fly off the wall like a grandma would, and just like a piñata. And I'm sick of seeing that swinging all the time. And then you could tell the bullpen man who. I think it was or Romano, just blew him away with fastball. So he can't catch up to a fastball, especially the way he's swinging. I've been done with him the last couple of years, honestly. I just feel like he's never going to progress. Once he had that contract extension, he was not going to be good. So
to me, that's exactly where it really fell off, was the contract extension.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't even think you can count on Fletcher at this point coming off the bench, man. Because, I mean, yeah, he got that bunt, but I mean, he doesn't always get those.
Demetrio says this game felt like getting the girl but not being able to bang her.
Oh, been there plenty of times.
Besides the score, this is overall the best overall opening day I've seen. Oh, that's sad. 10 out of 10 besides the score.
I mean, it was a good game. Just a lot of good plays. Just sucks to lose game like that.
How about that Urshela play?
Oh, the
That
throw
was
from
great.
third to first. God, that was
Randone will probably
beautiful.
throwing that in the sweet seats down first base, right into that little porch there.
And is the samurai now the thing, or are we going with something else?
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think
It looked like 2 paint cans and then whatever else after.
I guess the ride mower cap wasn't gonna last very long.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do one like every homestand or every road. Maybe they'll just change it up.
I think it was pretty lavish though.
That was
Yeah.
really
It's
good.
like they had that custom made.
Maybe it's Otani's. I don't know.
It could be.
I like Lil Wayne's comment right
What do you
there.
say?
What we've been saying about Hunter Renfroe and Drury are killing us with the runners in scoring position. Absolute chokers, both of them.
And Mapadingo, we were too busy barbecuing to not get over to our boy Roger.
He wanted no peace anyway.
Yeah. Let's see if this one suck Rendon. Beat says what? Last sound clip award was hella cringe.
The last what? The what? Last sound.
Sorry,
Oh, you hating on the nacho theme?
The nacho was awesome. What are you talking about?
it was like no other Nacho songs. It's hard to. I bet it was hard to find a Nacho song.
Yeah, there's not many.
You just make your own.
Exactly. I mean, because I liked it, right?
Oh, it's fine, sure.
Huh? That is funny. That's funny.
La, 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 la.
See, why are people so...
Negative.
I was about to say that and you said it.
Let's see, Mike says, yeah, we have to learn to win these games. We have to, dude. Right now, look at Grillmaster is always so positive. See what I have to deal with on a nightly basis?
Angels don't suck.
I get so.
They just fucking
Look,
shit to
DFA,
bed tonight.
DFA.
God. Well, then, Steve Elise.
She keeps saying, fuck Red Dog.
Don't be hating on T.O. Tony.
A lot of people just listening right now. We need to get more takes.
I'm sick of the Cotton Eye Joe crap.
You score more runs than your other team
Please. Match. No, girl.
See?
Stop.
wins. It's the same takes every week.
There's Marty.
Hi,
right
Marty.
Hi, Marty.
there. What is this?
Colin Nevis saying, I'm calling it in now. I'm calling it in right now. Phil Sleepy Nevin will get.
By the All-Star?
Fire.
break?
I'll bet you right now that doesn't happen. I'll bet you right now on the show that doesn't happen. Never's not getting fired.
No.
There's no way you're firing 2 managers in the middle of the fucking season 2 years in a row. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They would have to win. I mean, lose so many games in a row. And lose the locker room.
You would have to have another 14-game losing streak probably.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's not going to happen. This team is just totally different this year.
Let's see. I think that foul ball by Fletch would have changed the entire game completely if it was foul. Mama says, once again, bullpen bites this team in the ass.
Wait. Mama said there'll be days like this, though.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. They should have, but Renifo in for jury. Yeah. Robert says bring up Adele, screw Renifo, or Renfro. What?
Oh, bring up Adele? No. Rob, no.
That's my brother right there, Christopher Gonzalez, saying how cool was the Vlad and his son and Trout on the opening pitch.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was something to behold, being there too.
Fucking
And
put Renifo on the outfield.
he can't play right, or no. Yeah, right field, yeah.
Yeah.
He has.
Fletch needs to bounce. We're getting a lot of people calling out Fletch.
About time.
David Fletcher.
Some of
Where's
you
that
were,
guy?
a lot of you were Fletch apologists.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Fletch Facts?
That's his name. I
haven't
forgot
seen that
about
in a
him.
while.
I know where he's at.
He changed his handle.
He gone.
Yeah. What does Robert
Oh,
say?
what about that one right there?
Levon
Soto.
I would do it.
Well,
Yes.
Levon, look at how he finished the year last year. Do you guys like him? Because I'm really high in him, but there's just no spot right now.
I want to see him get the opportunity.
Yeah, because, I mean, he came up as a low risk minor leaguer, wasn't a highly touted prospect, but he played decent last year. Dude, he finished, 3-something average? He was pretty good.
I mean, can you really be worse than Fletcher?
Nah. Well, better. Let's see. Need him for depth defensive replacements. Yeah, I get that right now, but couldn't you get that with Soto?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about that one?
Should La Stella fetch?
La Stella.
Huh? So we saw the Blue Jays do that tonight,
Yeah.
though, and somebody took third.
There it is right here. What Dominic said right here.
Dominic says, one bad pitch, Otani's double, just 2 feet, not 3 feet, like I said, from a home run. Tough luck all the way around tonight. And how?
Yep. That's for sure.
Grill's saying, do we still slander him even though he's not playing anymore?
Yes.
Who?
What was he talking about?
Oh,
Adele?
Suzuki.
Suzuki, okay. Dominic says, cheers to you guys. Heedy and Casey back together today for a little bit.
Chronicles.
Chris Nevis saying, when are they going to get rid of Sleepy Nevin?
Not
Again, if they had a big losing streak, then yes. Grillmaster says the Angels will win 50 games. I want him banned. EQ saying Angels faking suck. Beat. Shout out to Beat. Halo should have invited Dallas
You were
McPherson
saying that today.
and Brandon Wood to spring training.
Randy was trying to say what McPherson was on the stadium picture.
Oh, yeah.
Right. What was it?
Big 20. Oh, thoughts on 20?
Oh, dude. I thought you were like 6'1", like 200 pounds.
Yeah, then all of a sudden,
Yeah, bro.
Big Hammer comes up shorter than Randy. It's like, what's up, guys? And these guys hadn't seen Big Hammer before. Or no, you
Never.
saw.
Never.
Yeah. So
Never.
like everyone's like, what?
Dude, if you're shorter than me, you got a problem.
You know, one thing about him, he was real chill in that state, but he probably had a long day like we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I was telling the boys that Hammer, it was like, you didn't seem like yourself tonight, brother. You seem kind of mellowed out.
I
I was
think-
expecting Mountain Dew.
I think not only because of the score, because of the situation, and they're probably sitting by me too. I'm really reserved.
No way.
Yeah. Like I lost my voice. I sound smoother right now, but
Smooth Jazz 94.7
the wave. I think maybe that happened. I mean, we had a great conversation though. Oh, by the way, the Angels, like the cleaning crew, they got to clean up section 506. There's like drawn penises on the wall, and like all these girls' names behind us. They put it like they made it out with dirt or something. But please,
It was
there's
like
a
that scene right out of Superbad, man.
sure, yeah.
Or what's that Vandal one on Netflix where the guy gets caught for it's like a documentary about a dude that like draws penises on his teacher's cars.
Oh,
What
what?
the
yeah,
hell?
yeah.
What are you watching?
It's
Please.
on Netflix, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. They reminded me.
Don't
right?
draw the messenger.
Whatever.
EQ saying why put more in. I think he's a veteran. You gotta see what he has, even though he gave up a run. Changed.
Lupin.
We don't want that. Change the relief pitching, but we can't. It's what we have right now. Catella Chronicles saying Otani's double was just like 2 feet away. Oh yeah, I read that. Mama Luigi saying, dude, I saw Vlad in the club section, just walking around the concourse. Really?
That's crazy, dude.
And Big Hammer even is giving up on Fletcher. EQ saying they put Moore instead of Herget first. That's what made Herget not confident. Well, that's something to ask Herget probably.
Yeah.
If there's if there's soundbite on that.
Or maybe just locate your pitches better.
Yeah, that was a really bad pitch to Bichette. Bichette's a great player too. JT saying 3 words. 3 words to put the pain away, win the series. And that's right. That's right.
And speaking of, it's Kikuchi in the finale and tomorrow Barrios.
Yeah.
And
so the Angels have Anderson and Detmers going.
All right, let's since they put that comment out there, what are your thoughts? Do you think we beat Barrios tomorrow and we finished out with Kikuchi? Beat him?
No.
That's a fun last name. And we love him.
I just don't feel good about this Blue Jay series right now.
What do you think? Is it a Rally Chris reverse? A reverse Rally Chris? You lose 2 out of 3?
I can see that. I can see us winning the Detmers game, and I can see us losing the Anderson game.
I will say tomorrow they win. The Angels do, excuse me. Tyler Anderson's been shown, hey, and I know now why he likes, or the way he is. He has an idol of Greg Maddux. They both grew up in Las Vegas. Both have number 31. Both doesn't have a high fastball. He just gets outs with slow pitches, and I think that should fool the Jays hitters. So that's why I would give that to them. And Barrios, he has a high ERA coming in. I know everybody does. But Barrios wasn't good last year either. That was the main reason why they slipped up down the stretch and had to play the wild card series with Seattle. Barrios, remember, was a big...
he kept losing.
Yeah, that was a big trade for them, but he hasn't been so good. So I'm going to say the Angels take Saturday, and... Detmers, I hope the crowd gets behind him at home. Hopefully they take 2 out of 3, but I'm going to say they get just Saturday.
All right. And then what is Infinite One say right there?
Infinite One saying, we need to win our opening day at home. I'm tired of this shit. It seems like I'm watching the same game over and over. We need some fucking accountability. None of this is still early...
none
season.
of this still early in the season
bullshit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
Dude, it's baseball, bro. It's not like it's football. Man.
There's a lot of games left. That's the main thing. Infinite saying we need to win. Demetrio saying I'm done disrespecting Scott Shields by saying Herget, the new Shields, and I never heard that actually.
I said it last year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
oh no. And
oops.
Remember, we were by the 2002 team picture.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking with Matt. I said, man, I miss Scott Shields. He was dependable.
Oh yeah.
In the 8th inning, he was so dependable, and I miss somebody like that.
Why is his number not retired?
Oh, I know that shouldn't be retired. Grillmaster saying I'm not getting banned 2 years in a row. I'd keep it up.
What about this one? I think Sandoval could have gave a 7. He had a 7, 8, 9 hitters up. What do you guys think? He could have went one more inning.
Oh darn! And his pitch count wasn't that high up until a certain point. That was the unfortunate part. His pitch count was 89. I remember Steve Elise asking me what was his pitch count, but it was like in the 4th, and it was only like 57. But then he walked some hitters, unfortunately. Or he walked one. He got into that bases loaded jam, and that really hurt things. He gave up hits, and I think that's why he wasn't let in. And remember, this isn't the old days where I wish it was, where they would let people go 7, 8 innings.
Yeah.
And 100 pitches plus.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get that.
Yeah, 92. Yeah, I don't think he would have came out.
JV mentioning who will be the first player trade this season. If you're talking about the Angels, let's say they're out of it. I can see Renfroe. I can see Drury, Urshela, Fletcher. And if the right offer comes out, maybe Rengifo. But the Angels would have to get a lot back for him.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Ohtani, but there's always a chance. Somebody wants a 2-month rental of Shohei.
They'd have to get blown away with a trade.
That's right.
I'll say this. if we're out of this thing in middle of the summer and we're not making the playoffs and we start doing these trades, that I think that will be the telling sign that this franchise is about to blow it up and rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
And see, it was American Vandals. Look it up on Netflix. It's funny.
Okay.
A lot of sarcasm in that one. Needs to win tomorrow. Players get there early. And what about this one by Chris? Who or what started the Angels' curse after 2009?
Wow.
That's kind of a good question.
It's funny. They signed all these, free agents. They made the Vernon Wells trade, and and I don't know if there's ever a curse, but then the farm system really fell apart too.
Yeah.
After that year, so I don't know if it's a curse. I just think it's a plethora of bad decisions.
Yeah, it's called letting Vladdy go to Texas.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, and Baltimore and wherever else he ended up.
Yeah, I remember they were like, "Oh, we're gonna trade Napoli for Wells," and
that
then
was
Texas
bad.
is like, "Well, I know Texas or no, you don't want Napoli, do you, Toronto?" And then Toronto's like, "Not really. You could have him." It's like, fuck! He's in the World Series 2 years in a row.
Yeah, he literally had a cup of coffee with Toronto.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if it's a curse. I just think it's a plethora of bad decisions, honestly. Beat saying, I believe Fletch will flourish as our DH. Bench DH, though.
DH?
Also a pinch hitter, he would say, if we need a bunt or something. That's what I think beat means. Telechronicle saying, everyone needs to calm down. Just 7 games in. Check back with us in a few weeks. If the same issues continue, a.k.a. bullpen problems, then let the worries begin. Still in first place right now. We're not looking at the standings.
You wonder why I stumble sometimes. You see how it writes it? It'll cut words off.
That's what got me.
Yeah, it's so like I'm trying to read the comments quick and catch up in my. I start stumbling.
Yeah, big or Hammer saying hopefully and all that. Martin Borland saying Moore has been fired. Disappointing that he was taken out. Yeah, but most of these guys can only go 1 inning though. You're not asking them to go 2. Yeah. So, Wentz went 2 though. Busy. No, he's just 1 at the pinnacle of his career now, where he's just trying to fit on in a team. Wentz did go 2 innings, I guess, just to relieve. I saw Estevez warming up, but that was only if the Angels took the lead in the 8th. So I did see that where we were. Martin thinks the Angels are winning both games. Mama Luigi, I love that handle on YouTube.
Is what you're saying, dude? I'm not even joking. Go check your Twitter.
I don't know.
As regards to?
Yeah, Robert saying my opinion is that all the lefty Steelers starters are killing us. I'm in football mood. Versus a team with solid right-hander batters that destroy left-hand. Yeah, that could be a worrisome feeling. There's a reason why there's all these pitchers going righty, lefty, lefty.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we kind of had that, in the back of our minds this offseason, when we were watching Perry put together this staff. Like, that's a lot of lefties, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could use a right-hander or 2 to break this thing up. And
yeah.
And that never really came to be, so it's just left-handed heavy, man.
And it's weird because my dad kept saying in the offseason, boy, you got a lot of trade pieces, and you got Joe Adele, and you got some of these left-handed pitchers they got to get us one guy that can throw right-handed. How hard is it to get a right-hander?
Obviously very hard. Maybe they could trade some of those lefties for righties. David Nazaro saying Angels are waiting for Neto to secure the shortstop position. Fletcher is it's not temporary, stopgap.
Dude, Neto will be good.
I hope so. I hope he has power. Martin saying, did you run into any of the fools from that other podcast? No, they didn't show their faces, I don't think.
They know better.
I don't know if they were even there.
Well, VT said he saw them, supposedly.
I guess they would
really?
shave all their, shave everything off and wear hoodies, so they wouldn't be seen.
Cactus would probably identify as something else.
I don't know. We didn't see a stick figure with a freaking mustache.
That's a pedal mustache, by the way.
It definitely is.
It's pedal mustache.
And
I'll
any
take your
porn
word.
Star, it's definitely pedal.
Oh yeah.
And racist.
Yeah. We love our.
Oh, did I say
We
that
love
out loud? My
everybody.
bad.
Beat saying I miss Fig Street. Figgins, I guess.
Oh.
Whoops, I mean Houston at Houston Street.
Houston Street,
Yeah, he was dependable. Then he broke down at the end of his Angel career.
I like Houston.
He was good.
Yeah.
Solid. JT saying, looking at it now, the Angels practically have no retired numbers. Obviously, they do, but not a lot. See, I always thought, okay, 15, 16, 17, 40. That's obvious to retire. That should have been right away. Other teams, other franchises, other markets, they really market
honor their players.
Yeah, and their history well, and I thought that was long overdue for all of them. It's embarrassing.
Well, the ones they have up there are good, but
They're old.
Yeah, but you do need. I would have put Salmon, Anderson,
Quick.
Erstad,
Percival.
Guerrero,
It's easy.
obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, even though the number's still in use, I mean, there's some guys like remember when they retired
Jackie Robinson.
their grandfather did, like Mariano Rivera.
Mo Vaughn. Butch Husky.
God. So what do you think, Randy? This is like your first opening day. What did you enjoy about it?
I mean, outside of losing the game, I mean, I had a blast, man. I got do a little tailgating, do a little drinking, got to meet some people.
I know Hammer saying is, no, I think Fletcher is not starting when Rendon comes back tomorrow. Rendon coming back Sunday.
I was gonna say, there's still got a couple more days on that suspension.
Yeah, Nick Eddy saying, yo, the samurai hat is dope. That's what it is. JV saying, who do you guys think will end up with Ohtani if he wants out? And what size contract? Well, I know $500 million is the number. I don't think it's going to be a Lamar Jackson situation. My guess is I hope not the Dodgers, but we'll see.
Oh, she's talking about the curse of Mama Luigi's talking about the curse of Disney and Artie. What trade did. I just think, like you guys said, we've said before, it was poor management after Disney. Like, because if you look at Artie, if you look at the stats back then, you had probably one of the highest scouting departments, scouting departments, prior to Disney selling the team. And then after Artie, he just kept cutting corners. And you can't do that and expect to win.
Right.
You just turn into the Cincinnati Reds or the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yep.
David Nazaro mentioning Soto hit 459 plate appearances. Wow.
I thought he was 300.
Yeah. I like 400 sounds better. Demetrio saying I agree, just bad decisions. Hammer saying tired from doing the carpet and all of the opening day ceremonies stuff. And Mateo, shout out to you. Christopher Gonzalez saying, oh, it's not too late for me to become a Dodger fan.
Blow it out your ass on that one.
That's right. I second that emotion.
That will never happen.
Demetrio saying we really haven't been able to hit with bad luck or weird luck. What the hell does that mean? Just signing ass players to long ass contracts. Now I understand that but yeah. Yeah, all those contracts hurt, and even when they're gone, they're still paying for people. Like Hamilton's contract, that was long. Supreme Steve, I love that name on YouTube. Just look at the hit column. Can't win against a team of that caliber with 3 hits.
I mean, they were lucky to lose by just 1 run. And that should, again, tell people the pitching's good despite Herget's 1 mistake. If the bullpen's making 1 mistake, he's still... and holding it to a 1-run game. Literally, the Angels had 9 outs to play with after that home run, and they couldn't muster a run.
Where were we? Adrian Olivis saying Phil needs to stop having our guys on short leashes. Leave Matt Moore in. In hindsight, I guess.
Well,
but
what do you think about that one, Randy?
Which one?
About Matt Moore being in left.
Go 2 innings. Instead of the 1. Or he went 2 2/3 only.
I mean, I don't know. It's still early in the season. I mean, you don't want to be burning these guys out that quick. I mean, I'm okay with taking him out when he did. Did we really think after what he's shown that Herger was going to shit the bed?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
Herger's been pretty good.
Chris Nevis saying the only way the Angels keep Ohtani if we win the division and win the ALDS series.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure that out because he had a little taste of success winning the WBC this year, and you could tell he wants more. He said he wants more.
Yeah.
Well, if winning the division is what's based on keeping it, well, you might as well trade him now.
Yeah. I don't see that
We ain't
happening.
winning no damn division.
Rob saying, y'all got to read Fan Buzz about Angel's Curse, saying stadium is built on ancient Indian
I've
burial
heard that.
grounds. Yeah.
I've heard that.
But then what about 2002, though?
We'll see. I don't know, man. Maybe the curse came back
Yeah.
like diarrhea.
But a lot of things were built on, Native American burial grounds, A lot of because, anything can happen. Hester saying Gito equals Neto. That would be something.
Yeah.
Supreme Steve saying, I get prime Javi Baez vibes from Neto. Well, hopefully he's better, though, because Baez, he's been struggling with Detroit. JT saying, we still couldn't beat them in a goddamn softball game. Big 20 saying, are we doing calls or no?
You guys want to take a call?
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Nevis saying, also Phil Nevin hasn't learned how to get out of Joe Madden's ass. What the hell?
Wait, look, people are in people's assholes tonight. 714-598-3221.
Call in.
Let's see. Also, it's my first opening day today.
Love songs on the coast. Call in.
Andrew says, this team blows, man. I can't stand our team. They're frustrating.
There's 31 other ones or 30 other ones.
Do we say bye to Ohtani? You're on the Halo honk line.
What up, brother?
Is that Big Hammer?
Hammer. Hey, it was good meeting you tonight, dude.
Nothing much. I'm just going home from the stadium because I was getting autographs, but none of the players signed tonight after the game when they were all bumming. And Anderson was the last one to leave, and he's a Dodger because he didn't sign at the end. So, and there was only a couple people outside the stadium.
So, in all, how many hours were you at the stadium today?
I was there for probably from 12 to 11 to 12 almost to 12 hours maybe. I don't know.
12
Yeah.
hours?
That's a full day, man. You didn't even go to the beach, huh?
Nope, I didn't even. I just went to the red carpet and then I went back and I was looking for you guys. And I went to batting practice and I found you guys in the late night innings. And then I went and got autographs. And now I'm going home and hopefully going to bed.
Well, that's a full day.
Don't be ridiculous.
What?
That's a full day, man. Hey, it was good.
Outrageous.
It was good to meet you for sure, man.
Yeah, it was good finally meeting you guys.
For sure, man. Hey, come out again. We'll be out there sometime. July 1st.
Yeah, I'll be out there hopefully in the summertime. I don't know. July 1st is kind of hard because I'm gonna have to get work off that night. But
You drunk bitch.
Oh, you work at a restaurant, right?
The wrong soundbite.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, that's a big day.
and I work Saturday night, and maybe starting next week or something when I get the job Tuesdays,
Get rid of that one.
and then maybe Fridays during the summer. So I'm gonna have a limited baseball schedule this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but make that money, make those tips, and
Yeah,
we'll all have some Mountain Dew or whatever in your honor for sure. We'll down one for you.
For sure, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's my plan. Just make some money and just see when I can have my time off and just see when I can go to baseball games.
That sounds like a plan. Hey, I think we'll get more phone calls, but hey, thank you for calling in. Check us out tomorrow, all right?
Sick.
Yep. Hopefully we win the series and win tomorrow night. And I'll be watching.
You got it.
Take care.
Oh, yeah. Later.
That's Big Hammer right there.
As only as he could.
Let's see. Fabio.
Fabio. I haven't heard that name in so long, since that one dude. If you see the Padres game tonight, watch the 6th inning. Watch the small ball the Padres play. It is what we need to do with our hitting, and we saw that, of course, with the Fletcher bunt. But San Diego, they're always known for their power right now. But that's good to hear that they play. Well, they have Bob Melvin, too, and he's a real smart manager. JT mentioning Rendon is coming back tomorrow. He is done with this 4-game suspension. I was wrong. Andrew saying Ohtani is gone, man. If I get pissed, I can only imagine his anger. Well, I don't know if he gets anger. I just think his inner frustration will be showing out. Where he's like, okay, I got to do something else. Yeah. Mama Luigi mentioning the Angels being good throughout the rest of the 2000s was an echo effect of the Disney ownership and how great Disney was when it came to owning the Angels.
Imagine how much, again, we've said it before, how they'd be especially with everything that they're losing right now. They're losing money on movies and streaming. If they had the Angels, which is a $3 billion asset, how good they'd be feeling. But no, we had to sell to a guy who has ruined the freaking franchise. And by the way, was not even there, or at least anywhere public to where people could boo him.
That $3 billion TV deal could have been theirs.
Yep.
Robert saying give Ohtani $500, front load the contract, but have club options. I don't know if his agent will take that though. That's the only thing.
A tough one. And no, we didn't take a picture with Roger.
Roger Lodge. Supreme Steve. Again, I like that name. Thanks, Ha. It's been my username for as long as I can remember. Love the pod. Just subbed. Hashtag Go Halos. Thank you, Supreme Steve. Yeah. Fantastic. Big Hammer saying, or even Patrick. I'm not even going to read that. That you going to get banned. I'm gonna say this, Luis. Yes, Luis. This team is a train wreck after spring training every year. All they want to do is hit home runs. They get away from trying to put the ball in play, and I think that's an epidemic throughout the whole league with all this launch angle stuff and whatnot. I would love, bunts
and that's the thing too. You're seeing with no shift, more opportunities to run, and every other team seems to be upping their run total, and the Angels aren't. And you were saying, Randy was saying, dude, I'm not getting a good vibe the way they're leaving guys on base, even in spring training. And so far, you're right, dude. I mean, even in these games they won, your boy O'Hoppe, without a home run or two, this team could be under 500 right now.
Oh, easily. Easily.
Mama Luigi saying the stadium was built on orange groves, and that's what I thought. But before, Native Americans were probably there.
Haunted orange groves.
Yeah. Grillmaster saying Whit Merrifield getting thrown out at second base. I thought that was Taylor Wade's job. Oh, God. Matt, don't say that about Hammer. I'm going to come see you. David Nazaro saying your Urshela made a great play at third, but our middle infielders are not smooth at turning double plays. Well,
that's because they've been moved to.
Can I back up Hammer real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, the kid played a bunch of sports. I'm pretty sure if he was all meth out, he wouldn't be playing sports. You know what I mean? The kid's active. Leave him alone, Matt.
Hell yeah.
That's a jackass thing to say.
Yeah,
come see.
And he's very, what do you call it?
He's a good kid, man.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Fantastic. Adrian saying, I can't stand Nevin making our relievers only pitch 2 an inning.
Like 2 players, I mean.
2 an inning. Oh, yeah. But remember, they have to face 3 batters. Martin saying, no signing of Hammer's Coke bottle. That sucks.
Oh, and that's why I forgot the Shirley Temples, man. I didn't bring the Shirley Temples for him. I forgot. I should have had that, dude.
I'm saying Native American.
Native All right. Hopefully, the boys made Hammer a couple of shows. No, we didn't.
No, Todd forgot everything.
Yeah.
Adrian saying, what's the number to call in?
714-598-3221.
714
I was just
tickets.
gonna say.
714 tickets. Martin saying, Hammer be hard selling Mountain Dew. Wish list waiting on those tables. While waiting on those tables. I hate that the way that is. Steve saying, I forgive you now. What is stopping Joyce from being up? That is electric stuff that we need, not gonna lie.
Just he's the club option number one, and number two, like there's really no place to put a guy that throws that hard other than closer.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna throw him in there right away, so you're gonna want him to get as much closing experience down in AA and AAA. And people are forgetting this guy's only got a year and a half in the minors, so it's not like he's pitched there 4 or 5 years. So it's gonna take him at least to the All-Star game at best to be called up, this early.
And we want him at his best that he can be.
And save your K-Rod comments because there's only one K-Rod, guys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Josh saying, it's my daddy's. Hi, Randy.
That's me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's daddy.
Infinite 91.
Or you can just call me T.O. Tony.
We would be streaming games on Disney Plus app.
That's true.
Wait, I could stream baseball games for $9.99 a month?
Big 20
That'd
said,
be sick.
should have hit up the middle tonight. And that's what I was going to say about, how there's no more, shifts or whatever. Just if a pitch is down the middle, hey, just hit it down the middle. Supreme Steve saying, did you see Chapman pump 103 tonight? Trade him, Perry, or that Barlow guy is good. Call KC right now. I don't want Chapman. I mean, he had a chance to make things right with the Yankees and make the postseason roster, and he stayed in Miami.
Yeah.
So I don't like his attitude, and he's been known to give up the big home runs. Big 20 saying, got Trout's autograph today at the red carpet ceremony, and I told him to hit a home run for me, and he did in the second innings. And
Like a Paul O'Neill.
Babe Ruth. Martin saying, did Springer get the boos he deserved tonight? Yeah, every time he came up, actually.
Oh, yeah, every time he got booed.
And JT mentioned, did Artie show up? I don't think he did, because we didn't see him. There was no boos before the game and whatnot. There was nothing like that. And Andrea, thank you for joining in, wherever you may be. And everybody else that joined in tonight. Cynthia, 20 saying, no, I didn't see him there tonight. And you were all around the stadium, Hammer, I bet.
Dude, we walked and stood a lot today, bro. I'm freaking tired. That's why, and tomorrow we should be on. We're gonna do a trio again tomorrow. We're probably gonna be a lot more animated because I know Randy's a lot more quieter. This dude hasn't slept in over 24 hours.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then me and James are just barely coming back to reality from drinking a lot. So yeah, it was fun today, but super duper taxing, man.
Oh yeah.
It was good to see everyone again, and another time tomorrow. Again, Barrios is on the mound for Toronto and Tyler Anderson for the Angels. And hopefully I'll do another live pregame show, maybe in the parking lot before we get in. Remember the Ohtani people that are coming. So the Ohtani bobblehead is the main attraction. I think they'll have a ceremony for one of his awards before the game, so get there early for all of that. Because you don't want to miss a thing. And get there early for the bobblehead.
Josh, caffeine doesn't have that effect on me.
Yeah, and if you go early, remember it's only the first 25,000 that get a bobblehead. They're being cheap and not giving it to every fan that shows up.
Wow,
So,
I didn't know that.
So
yeah,
if you're in my way, I'm gonna punch you in your face.
yeah, and you might get a lot, and you got to go early because you're gonna get those collectors that buy a lot of 500s and upper tickets, and they'll collect like 8 or 9 at a time, as much as they can hold.
Like those Ohtani pillows in 2021.
Yeah, they were.
I told that story on the pregame show about the guy who had like 25 pillows.
Yeah.
And he just brought it back to his van, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Supreme Steam, shout out to you. Good night. bounce back tomorrow, and I hope they do. 714 beat Lewis mentioning BB Lewis mentioning peace. Edie, hope the Halos get the dub tomorrow. Guess we all want that for sure.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. I guess it's good we only got one call because it's after midnight.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Everyone should be sleeping and just knocked out and having a good time. I mean, so
Looks like everybody's starting to say goodnight.
yeah. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow a little early. Well, I don't know. We got the fireworks show afterwards. Everyone's gonna stick around for that. So hopefully it'll be a lot earlier than this, but and then we'll be back on track for Sunday.
Rob saying, "Great see y'all today. Great seeing y'all today, boys. Except for you, Randy, who's trying to pick up on the OC girls."
Yeah, probably.
Hey, you were on the prowl tonight, though, man. You should have seen how many times I was like being his wingman because I'd see a couple girls walk by and I'm like, "Oh, that's totally Randy's department right there." And he's
Man, they're fucking married.
Yeah. That always.
like, "My ring detector picked up that they're married."
Martin's saying, and that goes for kids who get in Randy's way and they get a punch in the head if they get in the way. So don't get in the way twice.
Yeah, you dumb kids.
Hammer again, good meeting you. See you at the stadium next time. And yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Shane, sleeping. I'm not going to go to sleep for another 2 or 3 hours, and be safe out there for sure. 5-2 Fitted, shout out to you for joining in. Tune in again tomorrow.
Oh, 562 Fitted. Is it that hat company?
Go ahead and send me a couple of hats, brother.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's a clothing line or the hat one, but I've seen their stuff.
You got some pretty cool hats.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Go Angels. 4-3.
See ya.